Welcome again to this episode. This is Dr. Lucas Shallua, your host, and today we will be talking about the success number rule. And what is success number rule? This is just a summation of different rules which talk about numbers. And I've been following them a little bit, and we'll just do a quick summary of this success number rules. Rule number one is it talks about the 20-hour rule. They say that any skill is learnable. If you dedicate 20 hours to learn any particular skill in your life, you should be able to gain a proficiency to be able to use that particular, skill. For instance, marketing, sales, computers, communication, even languages. Not to be very proficient in language, but at least you can go to a restaurant and you can order food and communicate with a waiter or a waitress in that particular language. So if you dedicate 20 hours and learn about a particular skill, you should be able to use that skill for an ordinary proficiency, to be able to do what you want to do. Let's say you want to be marketing your own product and you have no clue about marketing. Read about 5 books on marketing and dedicate about 20 hours to study on how marketing goes. Listen to lectures, listen to audios, follow up, practical ways by which you can improve your marketing skills. If you dedicate 20 hours, at least you can get to mastery level of that particular skill. So that's rule number one. If you want to learn any particular skill, dedicate 20 hours, and any skill is learnable to an ordinary proficiency level. Rule number two. In order to be successful in life, you need about 10 skills in order to either be successful or make a fortune, or to be, let's say in simple terms, to be marketable, to add value to yourself, to your organization. Now, 10 skills, somebody might ask, what are these 10 skills? My quick research is you can divide those skills into 2 major parts. You can have 5 hard skills and 5 soft skills. Hard skills are skills that need your hands to do that, motor skills to do that. And soft skills, these will be language skills, attitude-based skills, communication skills, interpersonal skills and things like that. While hard skills will be like how to use a keyboard, how to search things on the internet. These are cognitive skills. And many organizations, many employers will highly value employees who have many skills, who can do more tasks compared to employees or people who could just do 1 or 2 skills. So I encourage you, learn as more skills as possible. By doing that, you're adding value to yourself. You become more valuable to the company, more valuable to your organization, more valuable to your friends, to people you interact with. Your scope will be a little broader compared to people who are surrounding you. Rule number 3, which this is very interesting. I found it very interesting to me. Rule number 3 says 40 hours are for your survival. This is in a week. 40 hours, if you work 40 hours in a week, that is to help you survive, to earn a living. Anything over and above 40 hours, that is your investment. And I think this is quite a good rule because it encourages us to think outside the box. It stimulates creative thinking. What do I do after I come from work? What if I get fired from where I work or the organization downsizes? What am I going to do? What are my talents if I'm not utilizing them fully at my place of work? Now, anything over and above 40 hours in a week which you invest, that is going to directly translate into your fortune. That is an investment either for your future, investment either for your children, or something which is over and above what an employer is giving you. Now, another secret for success is you have to have multiple streams of income. You cannot just depend on one source of income. What happens if that source, that one particular source of income, something goes wrong with it? As we have said, what happens if your organization downsizes and you are amongst the people who are going to be downsized? So you really need to think outside the box, need to think about your future. You need to think about multiple means or streams of income. I've studied most of successful people. They don't have only one source of income. They have multiple sources, probably two, or others will have three, others will have four, others will have quite a number, because they know of the principle that you cannot depend on only one source of income. So 40 hours is for survival, while anything over and above 40 hours in a week, that is your investment. Rule number 4. This one is quite challenging. It says you are a cross average of your friend's income. Your income is a cross average of all your friends, people who you hang out with. If I want to know your income either per month or your income in a year, I will look at your friends. They also say if I want to know about your character, I will look at your friends, the people who you hang out with. This is the power of influence. People who you surround yourself with will have a direct influence in your life. If you have bad friends, this means that they will influence you negatively. If you have good friends, they will influence you positively. A few years back, I had a colleague of mine. We were playing tennis together. And by then, I didn't know anything about investing in real estate. And while we're having a break while playing tennis, he asked me, "Lucas, do you know anything about real estate investment?" And I had no clue. I'm a scientist, I'm a professor, and I'm teaching medical classes in a local university. That was all that I was doing. I was having no investment. I did not know anything about real estate investment. So my friend took me through baby steps of investing into a real estate until I bought up to 4 houses. Of the influence which my friend had, he was so heavy in commercial and residential real estate, and he influenced me in a positive way, and I knew how to invest into rental properties. Now, that is a power of influence. The friends who you surround yourself with will either influence you negatively or influence you positively. Careful on how you pick up friends or people who you spend hours with them or time with them. They say birds of a feather, they fly together. So they will probably influence you on a negative way or on a positive way. So be careful, who do you hang around with? Now, rule number 5. Rule number 5 is a grand of all rules. It says that a success formula is composed of skill and strategy. You only need 20% of skill and 80% of strategy. I'll do that again. For your success, you need 20% of skill and 80% of strategy. When I studied about this, it was mind-blowing to me. So genius only counts for a very little percentage for people to become successful. We just need skills, which we have said in rule number 2 that rule number 1 that all skills are learnable. And rule number 2 we say we need 10 skills, and rule number 5 says 20% of our success is based on the skills that we know, and 80% is a strategy, is effort, is practical application of what we already know, disciplines in life. Somebody said, you know what, I don't have good ideas. Do you think I will be successful? The answer is yes. You just need an average idea. You just need an average idea, and you need 20% of skill, and you need 80% of hard work and strategy and smart work. You will be successful in the idea that you have. I hope you have enjoyed these rules, and pass them to other people. Let them also become successful like you are going to be successful when you put this in practice. Again, this is your host, Dr. Lucas Shallua.